Hi everyone, I'm Libby Johnson. I am applying for a psychotherapist position with All In. I'm going to name right now that I am apparently very uncomfortable filming myself as I keep trying this over and over again. But I'm going to just go through this here and hope that that my personality comes through and it's not overly awkward and I get the information to you that you want. What interested me in this position, I have been following All In for a few years, I would say 2 years maybe, because of a colleague that I worked with at River Ridge had told me about the clinic, and it has always been very interesting to me, this idea of like transforming what therapy looks like. And my hope would be that everyone can come into therapy at some point in time and find a pretty transformative place for themselves and learn that therapy isn't necessarily everything that they've been worried it might be. And I have a feeling that you might all know how to do that. I really like what you said about like being intentional about matching therapists with clients. Obviously, I know we all say that we want to find this great fit, but it really is, I think the therapeutic relationship is the most important as a foundation of what's to come. So I really appreciate that. What sets me apart? I guess I would say at this point, I've worked with many different populations pretty extensively now. At River Ridge, right before I was at Alina, I worked with mostly individuals, but also couples and some families struggling with addiction and mental health struggles and a lot of trauma. I was trained in EMDR there, so I really enjoy using that. I've found it to be extremely beneficial for people and helps like get that really transformative change that you're looking for, and you really get to see people make some movement. I've been working with families of adolescents right now that are in psychiatric hospitalization or partial hospitalization. I really wasn't super interested in working for a system as big as a hospital, but I've been very I'm grateful to learn, I think, what I've learned about working with the families. I mean, I am an LMFT, so it makes sense that I would be wanting to look at that whole system, but to work with the families at River Ridge or the adults at River Ridge that were going through all these hard things on that end of it and having all that empathy for that experience, and then coming to the other side and seeing these kids struggle a lot of times because their parents have been struggling. So it was really cool to watch things, to really have eyes on things that come full circle and be able to garner that empathy for everyone in a family, even if that first instinct is to place blame maybe. Yeah, as far as what would make me the best choice, I love doing therapy. I love working with other people. I love being able to learn from my team. It's one of the reasons why I don't want to do private practice at this time. And what seems so appealing, I watched the video, I think, was it Janelle? I think her name was Janelle, about what they liked about working at All In, and that is right in line with me as well, especially hearing about the culture. A lot of places will say that they're a positive place to work and they love it and everyone is really supportive of each other, and I have found it's not always the case, obviously, because it can't be, but Janelle really sold that, and I think that is something that I would absolutely love doing and bring some, I tend to try and stay in a positive space, not like that toxic positive space, but a space where I know I'm making choices for myself every day, so I get to make the best of it. And it feels really good to work on a team that's in that same place, supporting each other. Areas of growth, okay, so many. I think the last couple years has been a huge area of like personal growth for me as of leaving River Ridge, not really because I wanted to necessarily, but things were just changing so drastically. So I had to just make some hard decisions. That was a really hard and helped me navigate, how to work through something like that in a professional way and in an ethical way and keep those relationships. I've kept several important relationships after leaving River Ridge that have been really helpful along this journey. So just, I hopefully, grow until we die, right? I mean, that's my plan. I want to continue growing. Part of where I work for me is a huge part of that. I want to be somewhere where I'm kind of feeding off the energy and intelligence and experience of those around me. So that's kind of on a daily basis. Professionally, I definitely would like to do a supervision track through AAMFT at some point in time. Not quite yet, probably in like another year, maybe. I would like further training in EMDR, and then also maybe something that's a little bit more in the moment, like maybe some brain spotting training or something where I can learn some other techniques that don't require quite as long. I mean, EMDR really is a process, so I think getting some of those quicker techniques will be helpful as well. Guess for the sake of time, I'll keep moving. I just love to learn. So whatever I can keep doing as far as trainings that are important to me. I do really still like working with, like, from a systemic lens and an attachment lens. I've just seen that's worked as a good foundation for me as a clinician, of just that lens of knowing that our early foundational relationships impact how we regulate emotions. And I would like a little bit more training on, like, probably developmental neuroscience, so that we can look at how our brains were impacted at certain times of our lives, so we can get in and figure out what to do kind of quickly at what stage of life people were at during their adverse experiences. Let's see, something you should know about me that you wouldn't be able to know by my resume. Yeah, that's a harder one. Maybe it's easy to tell. I really value authenticity. I'm not great. Like, I get the whole, like, therapist, like, calm, chill, zen, blank slate demeanor is just not me. I'm pretty energetic. I mean, obviously not if it's not appropriate. I know how to tone myself down, and I know how to meet a client where they're at, but I like to get in there and do things and make things move. And part of that is people are going to see my personality, obviously with very, very strong boundaries, and not, no, like, self-disclosure or anything like that, but you really do pretty much, what you see is what you get, whether it's who I work with or the clients I work with. And as far as I know, that has worked really well for me and for the clients I've worked with. So, yeah, there's that. What else? I don't know. I have a lot of questions for you all as well. I hope maybe this is enough for now. I think I've answered the questions, and now I'm getting at this point where I'm saying a lot, and I should probably stop. So I'm going to sign off. Hopefully I can make it to that interview process. If not, thank you for pulling me out of my comfort zone. And now watch, this probably won't upload, but I'm going to try and make it. I really don't want to do it again. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye.